Hello and welcome everybody, I'm One Proud Bavarian and I'm going to unpause the game right away. This is the end of our Levi's Legacy playthrough, and it has been quite a playthrough, hasn't it? You know, we have created first New York, then we went on to destroy the consumerists entirely as well as the occultists up north, eventually founding the Yiddish Reich. And I remember how excited I was when we did create Quebec as a Jewish nation. I mean, we didn't create Quebec, but they converted on our watch. And I know Ohio converted, Michigan converted, Chicago converted. I truly hope that you enjoyed the playthrough as much as I did. And I hope that we're going to see some changes here. Oh, and let me just change this real quick. Where did I change that? There you go. Let's just save every 10 years. Don't worry about it, mate. Now, I do want to say, before all of you just start skimming through the video, which I understand, I would do the same thing, let's be real here. I do understand that a lot of people are now expecting the California playthrough, and there is a pretty good chance that that is actually going to happen. But at the same time, I want to warn you, there is a chance that we are not going to have California tomorrow, but a different mod, a different game, a different kind of attitude with which we would go into the game. But more on that later. I'm not settled on that. I really love the California idea. I really want to do that, but at the same time, you know, it's good to like have a mod, then do a different mod, and then go back to the original mod. So there is an argument in my mind, at the very least, that is to be made in favor of coming back to after the end later than, you know, where we are right now. But that doesn't really mean much, because I am prepared for after the end as well. I'm just not settled in yet. Oh, and what happened here? Is that Chicago? Did he become the new king? Yeah, he did. Yeah, I feared that that might happen. Interesting. And then we have Kaiser Favish, the Lionheart of Yiddish Reich. He is defending against Ontario, but he should have that. I mean, look at his troop count. That is incredible. He's a very well-liked emperor. I mean, we already knew that, but we are seeing it confirmed here. All I wanted to say, and that was pretty much it right there, that is important for me, that everybody knows that we might wake up tomorrow and have a playthrough that indeed is not after the end. I'm not settled on that though. Anyway, let's talk about what is going on in the world. I mean, it was quite interesting the way this developed, and I can see it already right here. The Holy Columbian Confederacy is now blobbing into core Catholic territory, so close to the papacy. The Holy Columbian Confederacy, interestingly enough, has held their ground the entire time. And he's still defending. How's it going? What? Wait, who's Melech Ende? Oh, he's just helping Quebec. Now I get it. I was like, who the hell is Melech Endeby? Don't you dare. But there you have it. They are defending that valiantly, and hopefully they're going to hold it together. What religion are these fellas? Wait, no, I don't mean that. Do I? Do I? Are you the Lord of Chippenwork? Is Chippenew... Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Yeah, they are evangelical, and they are blobbing over here. Wait, no they aren't. Who are you? Oh, that is a horse lord. How did he get... Wait, what? Anyway, Michigan doesn't look so good. Neither does Chicago. I don't know if they will actually hold, or if that is, you know, close to the actual downfall of those fellas. I kind of love that the atomicists over here have been so successful. You can see it. They have destroyed the Mormons. They are holding their ground at the very least here in Mexico. You know, you have a fairly strong and centralized Mexico going on down here under King Marcos the Blessed of Mexico. But then over here they have created their own little realm, carved out their realm against the Mormons, and then you have Celestial Emperor Tracy. When it comes to the California playthrough, now first of all, as I said, I'm not quite sure if we're going to do that one, but we might. And if we do, I might even play the Emperor, because the Emperor is just a figurehead Emperor. It would be interesting to see what kind of mechanics there are to regain power and centralize the Empire. Although, of course, that could be over in like 3 or 4 episodes, depending on how easy or how difficult it is. I have not actually played too in-depth in... Ooh, and the Valley just ate that. I have not actually played too in-depth in California. I have played there off camera, but not really too deeply. So that's still a question that is up for debate for me. So far, nothing much is really happening, is there? Already like 10 years past, or what? Are they building the... I think they're building... Yeah, they're building it. Let's go. The Great Synagogue is being built by the AI. I'm a big fan. Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to zoom in a bit so that we can see the actual soldiers walk about. So what's going on over here? We have a lot of raiders, as you do. But where are the troops of the Holy... Wait, is it not even against the Yiddish Reich? It's not. It's against Ohio. Here we are, I guess. Alright, let's take a look at this. Wait, who are you? Oh, that's Ohio's. That's such a cool banner. I didn't even recognize it, but that is so cool. Looks very nice. Oh, there you go. You guys got it. I mean, look at them. They are clearly superior. And now they took the fight there, and they're getting wiped. But then the reinforcements from Ohio, and that war with that single battle should be over, quite frankly. I don't see that going against the Jews here. Because they are holding their ground. And, you know, I mean, they aren't thoroughly over the hill yet. But by destroying the main force of the Holy Columbian Confederacy, they should be good to go. Although there's 19k more. Jesus. This conflict is way longer and way more intricate than I thought it was initially. But it looks like they are... I don't see the Columbian Confederacy doing this. I don't even see the 19k troops that they supposedly have, I'll be honest with you. Like, I see those down here. Oh, there they are, 17k against 18k, 20k. Oh, boy, and he is just taking the attrition. He lost 4k, or 5k maybe even, just in crossing over here. I mean, that was just a death sentence. Why would you do that, you fool? And there's already a piece. Melech Ossian the Lecher. Wait, what? The war against Emperor Levi the Devil was won by Melech Ossian the Lecher. Confederate Holy for Transallegany. Why the hell did they always hold this? Probably did. Oh, and the Emperor is now entirely gone. The valley is there, but that's it. And the valley, I do not believe... No, the valley is actually still Setic, so that is the religious... the religion of the Empire. Very, very interesting. I love that the game is actually running so smoothly, even this late into the game. I haven't seen the British show up yet at all. Louisiana's holding their ground. Mexico is vassalizing some people up there. Get out of here with this flute. I love the Northwestern Empire, and if we do a California playthrough, or when we do it rather, I am really looking forward to having, you know, maybe like the Northwestern Empire be a force that comes in that we have to defend against. But as I said, you know, we might as well just start as a lowly count in the Empire, make our way to become one of the governor kings, and then go on to oust the Emperor. But it's a difficult one. It's essentially, honestly, if you think about it, right, from a game design point of view, it's similar to Japan, where you have, you know, the Shogun and the Tenno, and they are both kind of eyeing for power, and one or the other can win over. Be it in the Nova, whatever that mod is called, the NMIH mod for CK2, or just European Status 4 in general. So it is like kind of an iteration of the idea of a very decentralized empire there. Hey, wait, what is this? Is that Russia? New Russia, well, they keep on coming, don't they? Oh, and now Kaiser Yona is on the throne here. They're defending, and they just lost a big chunk for the Kingdom of Columbia. Oh, I feel... Yeah, they're back. Damn. I feel for the Yiddish Reich. It doesn't look good for the Jews. As soon as I give the wheel to the AI, all of this happens. That's just a huge shame. Are the Japanese still down there? No, the Japanese have also been eaten, by the looks of it, by Puente Grande. Where you, Alameda? That's irrelevant. Yeah, wow. The Japanese have been ousted. I will say that I have never seen a successful long-term invasion from the west by the Japanese or the Russians. They always get ousted. I mean, fair enough, right? Because there's established empires over there, and we can see them taking over. In Xaras Tlagai, they're taking over down the west here. Man, the Yiddish Reich is being pummeled. Ooh, and here's a weak claim on Quebec. Dude, you know what I would do if I was in his position. I would take over and unite Quebec. Of course I would do it. Why wouldn't you? Man, that's kind of cool. Quebec is also facing a lot of rebellions here. Very, very difficult. They just had to give up some land, I assume. Oh, we have reformists now. Damn, reformists taking over in Quebec. I don't feel... You know, I thought we had established a new order around the Great Lakes. And now they're falling. And honestly, this is kind of a cool scenario as well. Because we have Custer coming over, which are clearly barbarians. You know, horse lords that are trying to dominate the region. And then in Iowa, we have something similar. Not with the barbarians, but with the Nestorians. And the Nestorians rearing their ugly head yet again. Oh, and Lakota is free again, it looks like. Yeah, they just gained freedom. But that's really cool. You have so much going on. You have the, you know, the enemies pressing in from the west. You have the Holy Columbian Confederacy slowly looking north to reunify the East Coast. And then you have the barbarians in the northeast. It is a difficult situation, honestly. As a player, not that tough. We can definitely, or we would be able to overcome that. But as an AI, I mean, it looks very difficult. And it seems to be, he gave up all of his kingdom titles as well. Does he have any kingdom? No, he has no kingdom vassals, so he destroyed them. That's acceptable, I suppose. Attacking Washington to revoke Washington. Why would he do that? King James the Wise in Vermont to prepare invasion of Ontario, and there he's just aiding. Ontario apparently now also Jewish, yes indeed. So despite Quebec and Michigan breaking, Ontario is also Jewish now. So at least this entire region is still under the control of the Jews. We have all kind of suffered here, it looks like, in the last couple of decades, but ooh, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he is a charismatic. He's a heathen. The heathen took over. Wow. What is this rebellion for? Peasant revolt? That's not it. Here it is. It's just against a tyranny, so I assume that he wanted to revoke one of these titles here to make it his capital, and somebody was like, nah, you're not doing that, buddy. Honestly, all in all, the Yiddish Reich is holding, although they're losing land in the south. Let's be quite honest here, this was never the core territory of the Yiddish Reich, and that they are able to restore this is quite nice. But the core territory, without a doubt, was just this region. So as long as they hold it, and I mean, you know, he isn't held directly anymore, and he's not even Jewish. Excuse you? What? And he is still a good point on the throne of Eretz Chicago. And Eretz Chicago seems to have kind of rebound. Esmart now losing out on their dynamic. Ooh, what do we have over here? The Anglicans are rising again. Under Alba Nuad. Alba Nu, I assume. Do we have the Japanese anywhere? Pirates taking over some mainland. Yeah, the Northwestern Empire is honestly the most impressive thing that I am seeing here on the map, because it is entirely AI built. You know, this stuff over here, I made this. And they are re-expanding. So I like the Yiddish Reich. They're holding it together and they are expanding. But, you know, this was entirely AI built, and that is always impressive to see when you have a major empire formed entirely by the AI. I enjoy seeing that, and I hope so do you. Because you rarely see it in, you know, just a base game. We have Northern Captaincy. Some Hindus, apparently. Actually, wait, what? The Apostolic Church split from Major Roman Catholicism long before the event, blah blah, after the chaos. Is this the Brazilian Empire invading? It has to be, right? Northern Captaincy, wait a minute. Ah. Alright, so the Brazilians are just essentially getting a chokehold on, you know, all of northern modern-day Brazil. While here we have Zulia, very, very strong under the Gracia Divina faith. Yeah, that's quite nice. We have some very nice looking, just stable empires down there, whereas up here is still kind of a battle royale going on. But it looks like the Jews have slowly but surely, I mean, Chicago is dead, let's be real. What is up with Illinois? Illinois is Yiddish and Jewish, so that is acceptable. Nothing changed here then. Except they gained independence, I suppose. But we still have the Jewish people control the Great Lakes. As long as that is the case, everything is fine. If you ask me, at the very least. Manitoba up here, still Norse. Take a look at this a bit. We have the Native American faith. The Catholics are... Honestly, the Catholics are the losers of this game, if you ask me. They have lost everything they could have had. You know, it's just... Their heartland is no longer their heartland. The evangelicals are also broken. I mean, you can say whatever you want. Of course, they're still an empire. But they are by no means united. We have still, I assume... yeah, they're all charismatic now. Oh, he's actually an atomicist. Good God, what the hell? Ooh, a great holy war for Florida, and they're winning. Oh, let's watch this. So we have the Jews coming up here with a great holy war, and I mean, they have forces behind them. I think we want to see a Jewish kingdom of Florida right here. Smashing the empire. And I mean, the empire is now under pressure as well, because primarily they have an atomicist ruler. They're not holy anymore. Alright, and this war's over, isn't it? Almost. I thought we already were 100%. It doesn't look like the AI actually accepted the peace there. Like they just didn't initiate it. And he's back up to 18k, so maybe he's actually going to pull out. It looks like it. The Jews had their chance by the looks of it. Oh, but now he's down to 9k. Man, they are destroying him in so many ways. I wonder who's going to get it. Prince Israel of the Yiddish Reich. Wait a minute. I need to ask a question here. Prince Israel of the Yiddish Reich. Who is that? Probably a claimant too, right? Israel, Duke of Champlain. You're the Prince Israel the Cruel. He has so much contribution there. Really? That he's standing as number 3. At least I think that does indicate contribution. Not quite sure, but I believe it does. This war's raging on and it is very difficult indeed. I don't think they're gonna win it. I think the Jews are done for in this fight. They truly had just an ambition that was too big. Ooh. But he's still an atomicist. But he's up to 20k again. Yeah, this war's over. The first great Jewish holy war that will be lost. Oh, look at Arixo. So we got some Native Americans rising up here as well, but they are just the same as are the Northerners. So essentially this is just an extension of the faith that has dominated the Gaia and the Setic faith over here, as well as the Mormon faith, of course. But the Mormons, I mean, they are practically forgotten already. You know, just a fragment of history, if you will. How you doing? Oh, they did it! And the Yiddish Reich got it. Oh my god, they actually did pull it off. And now the Yiddish Reich is blobbing all over. I could see them, by the looks of it here, actually uniting the East Coast. I mean, that's funny. I did not see them win that. But with that, I mean, the Holy Columbian Confederacy has been pummeled and utterly destroyed. Not to mention that they are already, of course, under the leadership of an atomicist. That was just a minor war there, just a revolt, who cares? He's still up to 30k troops now. That is incredibly significant. He's not even at war, but his vassals truly do hate him. Where does he get all these troops from? None of them are event spawns. It's all from vassals. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Esmart's still standing, but getting sieged down by Chicago. Oh, it was an Esmart invasion of Chicago. Well, they're not going to pull that one off then. They're definitely defeated here. But with that Great Holy War going well as well, I think we should see a 100%... no, 83.6% moral authority. That's not that good. After you just won a major war there. Chicago, of course, destroying Esmart here. Hopefully soon actually retaking Chicago. But we'll have to see about that. So far, everything looks okay. For Chicago, even. Oh, and they are going yet again. I mean, I don't know. The Holy Columbian Confederacy has a crazy amount of troops. 36k, dude. How does he do that? Legitimately, how does he do that? He's hated by... Oh, he's no longer actually hated by all because he converted to charismatic. Or I believe this is even a different... I think that... Yeah. That is a different lord right there. So they might even have it here. It would make the borders look better. But you never know. You know, if they step through this mountain corridor often enough, and I think they have... Oh yeah, the war already ended. Won by Melech Ossian the Butcher. Jesus. The Holy Columbian Confederacy cannot get a break. They are trying again and again to actually kind of, you know, win what was lost in the past. But they will not get any of it. And he's now up to 28k troops. That is significant. Jonah the Kid. He's 38 years old. Why are you calling him a kid? That's a bit weird, don't you think? We're now, how many years in? 172 years in. I think we can easily make it to 200, maybe even to like 220 or something. Depending on how long I want to make this. But so far, honestly, I like the action that is still going on here. Iowa now eating their competitors in the north. So that essentially... Oh, wow. Now that's what I call a revolt. What's he doing? Just against the tyranny. He has 50k troops. Where the hell does he get all these from? Good God. That's something else. Anyway, Iowa here now eating up the barbarians in the north. Whereas, of course, everything over here is stable. We have, honestly, a very clear winner of this entire game. Seriously, this dude is just rocking. That's crazy. makes me hungry for a California playthrough, because, you know, if we have the threat up north, then there's some urgency behind uniting them. And the Mormons have just resettled. They've done it. That is crazy. The Mormons are now living here in the west. The Nauvoo Legion. Oh, it's a mercenary company gone rogue, isn't it? A holy order gone rogue, even. Oh, baby, that's cool. I like that. I really do. We have an empire over there still standing. The northern captaincy is holding their grip over the south. Or, well, you know, northern South America, I suppose. And other than that, the Yiddish Reich currently holding still, not pressing any claims for Quebec either. Not that they could, because he isn't disabled or a child, or a woman, just to be entirely precise here. But they are all expanding, and they are holding this region. What about the Niagara? Are you Jewish now? Yes, they are. This is an entirely Jewish area now. Honestly, I love this map. You can really see the road of expansion, except for in Quebec, which apparently just like fully converted after we converted them. That is how that mechanics works, but it was weird to see, you know, that everybody here was Orthodox and we weren't. We had like 3 Orthodox provinces and they had everything. Consumerism, of course, still holding on, and we have a consumerist lord over here as well. It is the executive director. This entire thing is consumerist now? Has it always been? Oh, that's crazy. Executive Director Marie of Jacinto, I don't know. And New Russia is actually holding their ground, but they have converted to Setic. That's not working as designed. Upland still holding on to the Catholic belief, bunch of fools. Yiddish Reich in the meantime uniting New England with the counterparts further south. And I want to take a look at these realms, right? Ashkenaz is being implemented or integrated into the Yiddish Reich, as is New York, of course. America? Why is this called America? You're not the king of this, are you? Is there a king of this? Oh, there is. Oh, and he's a vassal. Oh, they're making it... the Yiddish Reich is making itself very easy. They're actually succeeding here in... Oh, that's cool. Literally just called America. Alright, fair enough. I wonder though... Oh, there they are, boys. They coming. He only has 2k troops. So these are the British. The Redcoat Dominion. But they have no troops. Are they gonna win that? I don't see it. I really don't. How's he holding all this weird-ass located land here? Defending against Lord Proprietor Rhett. Ah, I see. I was thinking, is he a consumerist? But he is not. But yeah, the British had arrived, and they have arrived in a meager force. That is how I would describe it, because that doesn't look like a successful invasion. Usually the British are way stronger than the Russians or the Japanese, but by the looks of it, I mean, I don't know. We have, to be fair, built the Yiddish Empire here to, you know, kind of be an empire that lasts. So I would be surprised if they could be ousted easily, but they're holding on so well. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make him continue building this. And I know he doesn't have the money right now. How much money do I need? Give me cash like 2,000, I think. That should be enough. No, cash like 20. There you go. Alright, then I'm gonna give him back 1,600 so that he's back as his base level. I just want this synagogue to be continued, okay? That's all I want. That's what I live for. There you go. Alright, beautiful. Now, with that being said, the Yiddish Reich is truly holding on to its lands here. And the English aren't looking too hard. I can't see them win this in any way. I mean, 1.72k troops, what are they going to do with that, you know? That's not significant enough to make any difference. I really was thinking, hey, they're going to... What the fuck? How did you... Wait, what? The Quebecois Empire. Oh, the Quebecois Empire. So, you know what? This is actually an interesting story. I like this. So the Quebecois Empire, I assume, is very similar to the Yiddish Reich. I assume that you have to have maybe about 150 realm size, and then you can create it wherever you are. You don't need to hold anything in particular. It's just that you need to have a proper kingdom carved out for yourself that is large enough to warrant being an empire. And if you remember correctly, at the start of the game, the Quebecois migrated down here in a holy war for Louisiana, and they did win it. And right after, and this is the interesting part, Quebec did convert to us, but they are Yankees. They are occultists that invaded Quebec, and then once they invaded it, became Jewish, meaning that the true Quebec is down there. We have 1 Quebecois, 2 Quebecois, 3 Quebecois provinces. That is all that we have, but the Quebecois are strong down here. I mean, honestly, it's fair enough. They don't follow the Ursuline faith anymore, but they are still Quebecois. So having the Quebecois Empire here, you know what? That is such a good development. And then we have Fogatonia. Those are... God damn it, S-Mart. Somebody get... Wait, what? Wait, you're not S-Mart. Who are you? No, you're not. The Conqueror of West Michigan. I mean, that's a cool name, I guess. The next Great Holy War is also bound to happen quite soon, in only 10 years. That's nothing. I mean, look at how fast this still runs, despite the game being so deeply in. You know, that is also something, and I know barely anybody will be watching at this point, but it is also something. I love the Warhammer mod for this game. I've played it once. I'm a Warhammer, noob. I know nothing about it, but at the same time, I had a lot of fun with it. Except the performance is terrible. Now, we are here, what, 188 years in, and the game's still running very, very smoothly. It's very, very nice. You know, it's very optimized. It's not too many mechanics that are blocking us from having a good experience. It's great. Ooh, it's an embargo war. I don't know if he's going to win that, but he has 37k troops, to be fair. And then he's also trying to vassalize... Who are you? Let me click you. Oh, just this dude. That's okay, then. Yeah. He's going to vassalize that, hopefully successfully. But this war's still going on, and the Holy Columbian Confederate is nothing to be sneezed at. They are, of course, still extraordinarily strong. They are roughly like empires that rival each other at this point. But it's just an embargo war, so one way or another, it will not count for all that much. The Holy Columbian Confederacy looks like it is winning, but I don't think we had any major battles so far. Where do you think will the next Holy War go? I could see it going for Iowa, but I can also just straight up going to, for like Carolina, Dixieland, something like that. And if that happens, I think the Confederacy is ruined yet again. And his troop count is going down. Yeah, he now has the upper hand, Kaiser Jonah, but his son is 0. How can you have a son when you're 57? Have some decency, mate. 25k. I don't know, the Jews should be able to pull this one out, but they are kind of failing to actually commit to it, it looks like. Yeah, this might actually be a embargo war by the Confederacy. Which is fair enough. The Confederacy is nothing to sneeze at. Ooh, and look at this. I mean, what do you want me to say, eh? In just 3 more years, we will see yet another Holy War. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Yiddish Reich is a bit confused right now. Not much happening for them. Ooh, Mosquito. Some strange reason is independent. Probably just a war. Oh, and Beikoku's back. Hey, welcome back, brother. Ah, they're actually holding the ground. The Japanese are looking good now. Very different from the Redcoat Dominion, who are getting utterly and utterly crushed. I mean, just destroyed, really. Oh, and another Jew in Vermont. Is Vermont Jewish? Vermont is Jewish. Well, I mean... Are you Jewish? No, you're still a cultist. This entire thing is now Jewish. Honestly, what a fun playthrough. I can't say if I've ever had as much... No, I mean, I love the Sea Kings. Did he stop building this? Looks like it. Oh, he's negative. Does the AI... I mean, he doesn't go positive, does he? Minus 24, Jesus. Then he has a rebellion. Ooh, and he's actually going to lose the rebellion. Is that a good point, leading the rebellion? It's not! Wait, but he's not claiming it for himself. Who are they claiming it for? I need to take a look at this. Yiddish rebellion in favor of Duke Mikhail. Take a look at that. Mikhail. You know what? That's a good find. Who cares? Instability, sure, but it is a good find. I think there's a lot to be said in favor of this. But the Yiddish revolt is majorly led down in Florida, which is just terrible. He just lost the war, yeah. I mean, that war against for the vassalization there. Yeah, he's gonna lose this one as well. I guess that he just wasn't that good a leader. Kaiser Yona, the kid, I mean, he seems pretty okay to me. I don't know. Oh, there he goes. He just died. No, he didn't. He just kept the title of Miami. Oh, I see how it is. Alright, so he's now the new leader, Kaiser Michael, or Michael of the Yiddish Reich. It's a bit, you know, wish he hadn't done that, kind of, but whatever. People are scheming, that's just the way it goes. He wants to kill Prince Gideon of Miami. And I think we're going to see an issue because he holds the I guess, you know, de facto capital of the Yiddish Reich, which is Brooklyn. Attacking Duke Dare of Penobscot for Orthodox Great Holy War for New England. That's just a waste. Why'd you do that? Nothing can be gained here, but apparently they decided that it would be worthwhile to sacrifice tens of thousands of good Jewish men over here in New England. I mean, they're just, I guess, it's a good war to smoke out the enemy. To smoke out the enemy there. Because then there's barely any peasants, or not peasants, any heathens over there anymore. Everything... Ooh, you're not... Yeah, you are the last one that didn't convert, but Vermont did convert. Yeah, I don't know, the Yiddish Reich is just blobbing with these great holy wars. It's always the Yiddish Reich doing it. Interesting, where's your capital now? In Miami? Yeah, okay, I see. It makes a lot of sense. How are you doing? Defending against Duke of Miramachi in prepared invasion of Ontario. Honestly, I think this really proves 200 years in how well we built this over here. The mass conversions changed the name of the game. I love it. I really do. What else we got? We got the mosquito still standing. It's sting. Oh, what? I didn't even notice this. When did this happen? Wait a minute. When did this happen? Nobody's holding Hispaniola. Damn. The Yiddish Reich is very dedicated to the cause, I suppose. It's a good fight. How did he get on this throne? History inherited. What? 30 years ago. How did he do that? 30 years ago. Jonah the Kid. Damn. He did that very early. Now, a question that I have personally is, do you have both bloodlines? Yes, let's go. Kaiser Michael the Great. You know what? He came to power, now known as the Great. More power to him. If I have a choice, then I'm going to tell you that much. And he's actually continuing building this, so that's nice. You just have to initiate it for them, I guess, because they never save up enough money. They spend it quickly enough to never, you know, really build anything major with it. This is excellent. The Yiddish Reich is blobbing left and right. I think the future is going to be me stopping the recording. I'm back. I accidentally stopped the recording, but just for like a second. The future is going to be the Yiddish Reich controlling the entire East. I can't see the Holy Columban Confederacy holding on against the slaughter that are the Holy Wars of the Jews. They're just too strong. You know, when they all get together, it's just like nobody else has a chance. It's crazy. I love the Quebecois Empire, by the way. This is so beautiful. Oh boy. But yeah, it looks like the Yiddish Reich as well stopped kind of the raiding. There's barely anything going on anymore. Ontario. Yeah, you're just defending them. That's okay. There's barely anything going on there anymore. And I mean, that's okay, right? Ohio is standing strong. Looking good to me. Ah, you're just independent. Uppland is of course dead. I mean, as are all of the Catholics. We are at 55% loyalty. We got some here, but I mean, let's be real, they're not gonna do anything in the flyover states. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say Catholicism just kind of migrated over here as well, because this is definitely all of this core territory lost. It's crazy how quickly that went down. And the British have pretty much been ousted. They're now the tributaries of a tributary. That gotta sting. That gotta sting. Damn. That's rough. Anyway, the Yiddish Reich holding on. I love seeing the creation, and they are actually doing it. You know, they're holding it together. That's quite nice. You don't always see that. What I want to do is I want to keep this going until the next Great Jewish Holy War. I want to see what it goes for. And if they can succeed in winning it. I mean, they usually do. We have 20 more years to go here. Good lord. What a playthrough. And honestly, these are the true legends over here. These are the true legends. And I mean, the Quebecois as well. What an adventure. What an adventure it has been for the Quebecois. Going out of their way to smite the fools down here in Louisiana. Comanche area. Where's that? Ah, okay. That's the legal territory there. Could probably create the Empire of the Lone Star. But then again, they already have their own, and it's their namesake. You know, that's kind of cool. Don't have anything special for it, though. Yo, no, you can't. Wait a minute. This is not fair. He holds the crown of the Lion of Judah. Oh, that's disappointing. So they're not even wearing the crown of Judah anymore. Because they have been ousted. I will be real with you, I don't like that. That's not working as I had it intended. Ah, but what can you do? Sometimes that's just how... Oh, what? The Yiddish are getting destroyed. Conquest of New England. Why is he so strong? He has only 8k troops. The Yiddish should easily be able to destroy that with their 17k. And yet they're losing. They're going to lose New England. No way. Michael, you're not that great. You're terrible by the looks of it. He's not winning that, yeah. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not winning that. How's he not winning that? 22k troops, dude. What's he doing? Wait a minute. First of all, he just died. That's acceptable, though. Why does he have 6k down here? Just standing around. The war's been going on for 100 years. Oh, they're gonna get destroyed here. I don't know what the Jews are doing. Because they do have Tick and War score against them, don't they? I'm not sure that they do, but... What did you just do? Just lost New England. Wow. I mean, wow. Sully and blood. The Sully dynasty is unique among similar Prevent families in that its rule over their native land of Mosquitia was completely uninterrupted. Who the hell are you? How did you get up here? How did he get up here? He came from down there. Wow. And he just did that, huh? He just did that. Unbelievable. I mean, I'll be honest with you, to be fair. He still holds the core of the Yiddish Reich. Right? So that seems acceptable to me, but by God, he got utterly destroyed. Utterly destroyed. The Scourge of Hashem. Oh boy. Another rebellion against the kid as well for Duke Machir's claim on Atlantica? You idiot. Why must you create the Empire of Atlantica? This is the end. This is legitimately the end of the Yiddish Reich. Because the Yiddish Reich has no de jure territory. Oh no. Why must you create Atlantica? If he loses this, this is it for the Yiddish Reich. Son of Satan. You fool. You utter fool. The Yiddish Reich would be ousted to Florida and like down here. No, actually not even to down here. All of that, literally all of that would be lost. Only to down here if he's lucky. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. They have managed to squander everything they had. Unbelievable. Honestly, what the hell? This is not okay. If he doesn't get out of here with his squeaking guitar. Go forth to thy country, I know that song. if he loses this, the borders afterwards, it is very tough to predict them. Because it's practically everything. I'm not sure that he's gonna be losing it now that I look at it, right? What is this? Defending, border dispute of Tallahassee. They're all just taking property now. Every single... Oh my goodness. The Yiddish have made a huge mistake. Yeah, look at that. They just took it. I've made a huge mistake. And it shows. I don't know where this is gonna end, but they just made themselves lose big pieces of Florida. New England, although that apparently just all came back. But did they not lose that? I'm not sure. Yo, can you suppress this? Or are you lost? Which one is it? The Great Holy War is also soon, might I remind you, in just 7 years. Oh no. What did you do? Oh, okay, they're still Jewish. How did you create that? There's no... Oh, he has the right culture. Motown Empire. That's pretty cool. So, he saw the weakness in the Yiddish Reich and created an empire to rival them. Quite impressive. And Iowa has now fully taken control of Chicago, so that is definitely a lost cause over there. Disappointing that they fell like that. Damn. And everybody loves them too. At least most of them do. Interesting. So they are culturally Yiddish up here, but they are not Jewish. Oh, and all of that is actually Orthodox. Jesus. Yo, this is doomed. Unbelievable. But he appears to be reeling it back in. Never should have created that title. Never should have created that title. The Atlantica Empire. But, you know, here we are. He created it. And he is kind of holding it together by the looks of it. And they just reunited. So, he did it. He actually did it. That was close. I'll be real with you. But at least we still have the Motoners. You know, they are doing it. And it's... Wait, I remember the Carter situation. Where do I remember it from? Just from Ohio? I was thinking that they may have been king of Hudsonia at some point. Probably not, though. Michigan also standing strong. I'm proud of Michigan, honestly. They have done this all by them. Ohio and Michigan also extremely impressive because they've done it all by themselves. That is their win. That is their victory, you know. They've done it. And I guess that you've probably stopped building this, seeing as you have no money anymore, yeah. The Yiddish Reich, no longer building the Great Synagogue. Look at him, defaulted on a loan. He has poor credit and is barely making any money, by which I mean he's losing money. How's he losing money? We were making billions. Oh, he must have given away... He doesn't hold Philadelphia or New York, meaning that he doesn't get any of the trade. Oh, you poor soul. Man, the Yiddish Reich, you know, the AI. It's the AI. How do you squander an absolute victory? Do it like this. The next war has to be for New England, right? It surely will be. The next Great Holy War, that is. Would surprise me if it wasn't. Attacking, blah blah, in Yiddish or Orleanian embargo war. Oh, interesting. They have another merchant republic down here. And it is consumerist. How else? The Quebecois Empire fell. Yo, when did that happen? Wait a minute. How do I see the Quebecois Empire? Quebecois Empire. There you go. So, what happened? Inherited and then no holder. They just got annihilated. And you're back to being a duke. I guess there must have been like a major civil war or something to crush him. It's gone. Defending in New England invasion of upstate. Oh no. Well. Goodbye. Yiddish Reich. You stood strong for so long and yet you are failing. Damn. The invasion of Faustino truly was something else. Because that is what threw everybody off. And now we're looking at them even conquering... Oh, wait. Show me the Grand... Wait, what? Where's the Grand Rabbinate? Did you take this? You... dickhead. That's just uncalled for. Grand Rabbi Otter. But where does he live? Nowhere. Holy Wars, prepared invasion. There doesn't appear to be a Grand Holy War going on right now. Oh lord, the Yiddish Reich. The Yiddish Reich. I don't know if they're actually gonna do another Great Holy War. Nobody's getting him. Oh! Orthodox Great Holy War for upstate. So they immediately want to bounce back and get it. Honestly, if the Motowners got it, that would probably be better than the Yiddish Reich. Because the Yiddish Reich is down. Good God, they are down. And they're not even involved in this one. Yeah, they're not, literally straight up not involved. That might be a loss then. If the Yiddish Reich itself doesn't actually come in. What did they do to my baby? And the war's over and they did lose it. Oh, they must have captured the Grand Rabbi. Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. Honestly, congratulations to the West. I will see all of you guys in the next episode of a new series, whichever that may be. The Yiddish Reich, you know what, it lives, it exists, but it is under pressure. At least this entire thing. I mean, look at Orthodox. I have never seen a map this Jewish as... Because I've actually, unironically, never done the Israel achievement in CK2. But this warms my heart. It's gorgeous. Honestly, what we've done here, just absolutely beautiful. What are you doing over here? Ah, fascinating. Minnesota. Alright, I will see you in the next episode of a new series. Later, alligator.